Now, WBOC News This Morning, Delmarva's news leader.
The search continues this morning. I'm Stephen Fisher, live in Worcester County. How the weather stopped emergency crews from finding 2 lost fishermen.
And the coastal storm caused a lot of flooding here on Delmarva. I'm Cleo Green reporting live in Sussex County this morning. We'll tell you about several road and bridge closures for your morning commute.
And I'm Mike Chesney live in Kent County, where gambling machines are back on at VFWs, elk lodges, moose lodges across the state.
Good morning. You're watching WBOC News This Morning. I'm Lacey Griffith.
I'm Jimmy Hoppa.
And I'm meteorologist Brian Keene. It is Thursday, March 7th.
And that storm was brewing all beginning of the week while Brian was gone. You come back and we're downhill now. Perfect time.
How do you do it?
Nothing to worry about. A little coastal flooding. In fact, that will be a serious issue for some folks out there today, but not much showing up on the triple track Doppler radar. We did see a couple flakes of snow right there in Cleo's live shot, and you can see a little bit of winter precipitation still showing up on the radar, but really nothing more than trace amounts. A couple flakes of snow or maybe a little bit of light drizzle throughout the day today. Temperatures will climb into the mid-40s today, but that's nothing compared to how high they'll climb for the weekend. In fact, the weekend looking pretty nice, and we'll get to that forecast coming up in just about 5 minutes.
Can't wait to hear it. All right. Well, the search is scheduled to continue later this morning off the coast of Assateague for 2 missing fishermen.
The search had to be suspended last night because of the rough weather and strong winds. WBOC Stephen Fisher is live in Assateague this morning. Good morning, Stephen. So we understand that rescue crews were able to save 1 person.
Jimmy, a distress call was made just before 11 a.m. yesterday, and the Coast Guard was able to find and rescue 1 man they found in a life raft 15 miles off of Assateague Island, which is exactly where we are now. Now, we are also told that 2 more people remain missing at this time, and they're supposed to continue the search for them this morning. We're told the water was extremely rough in the ocean yesterday, which ultimately caused the 67-foot ship to become disabled out at sea. We're live from Worcester County. Stephen Fisher, WBOC News, Assateague. Guys.
Bonding on the roads could make your morning commute a little tricky and possibly dangerous.
In Sussex County, the Indian River Inlet Bridge still closed because of water covering the roads leading up to the bridge. WBOC's Cleo Green is live this morning in Sussex County. So, Cleo, we understand that the emergency crews are still assessing the damage.
Oh, they sure are as we speak now. Do you remember yesterday when we were talking about coastal flooding and how people should move to higher ground that live in coastal and low-lying areas? Well, here is a prime example. As you can see, 2nd Street is just one of many roads that has been flooded, some even closed and impassable. Also, just north of here, the Indian River Inlet Bridge is also closed as well for today. Now, I was speaking to someone from Sussex County EMS, and they let me know that this time around the bridge is closed because of water damage. He does say it's not as bad as it was around the time of Sandy. It's more water than any kind of sand damage. Now at daybreak today, DelDOT will be out here to assess the damage, and I was told flooding is the main issue. For now, DelDOT says Route 1 from Dewey Beach to Bethany Beach is closed due to water washing over the road. Now both the northbound and the southbound lanes of the Indian River Inlet Bridge are also closed to water washover of the base of the bridge, and there is no structural damage to the bridge, as I was told. Once again, 2nd Street here pretty much impassable because of flooding, and that goes for several other roads here in Sussex County. Reporting live here in Bethany Beach, Cleo Green, WBOC News.
Kent County was spared from the worst of the storm. Take a look. This was Route 13 just south of Dover, clear and dry, but there are some road closures to tell you about this morning in the eastern part of the county due to flooding. Part of Route 9 is shut down around Little Creek, Cypress Branch Road at Branch Crossing, Ponderosa Road at Plain Dealing Road, and Port Mahon Road. Again, all of these in Kent County.
In other news this morning, video gambling machines are now back on for fraternal and veterans groups across the first state. WBOC's Kent County Bureau Chief Mike Chesney live with that story. Mike, these machines have been off for months.
That's right, Jimmy. The state told these organizations, VFWs, American Legions, Elk and Moose Lodges, that they were being run illegally. The machines were being run illegally, and they had to be shut off. Now, legislators passed a law in late January that would allow those machines to go back on. And after an application process that started at the front of February, the state lottery approved 33 of these organizations to have the machines back. 6 more of them are still pending. And the first go-aheads came down finally late last week. Now, these approvals do expire on June 30th, and lawmakers are hoping to have a permanent plan in place by then. Reporting live in Kent County, Mike Chesney, WBOC News, Dover.
Thank you, Mike. Well, there's another Accomack County fire to report. Virginia State Police say arson appears to be the cause of an overnight structure fire in the area of Melfa along the 29,000 block of Langford Highway. Police say they got the call about 12:40 this morning. No injuries. There have now been more than 60 confirmed arsons in Accomack County since November, and a $25,000 reward is still being offered for tips leading to an arrest and conviction of any arsonist in Accomack County.
A push to get rid of the death penalty in Maryland cleared a key hurdle. The Senate approved a measure that appears to have support in the House and the backing of Governor Martin O'Malley. Death penalty opponents say capital punishment is costly, prone to error, and racially biased. Supporters say it must be an option for criminals who commit the worst of the worst crimes in Maryland.